Good morning. I'm making pizzas tonight and I realise I haven't got any garlic and chilli sauce. So I've done them before with a bit more explanation. Today, this morning, you're going to get the potted version, the quick version. So without further ado, no chat, no anything, I'm going to take you through. I'll do the hardest one first, which is very easy. Right, let's go. We're doing the chilli sauce. Using a red onion, you can use a white onion. I'm literally going to halve the onion and use half of it. Obviously, you're going to take the skin off. So peel the onion back. There we go. Sometimes I lose a couple of layers with the just to make the thing easier. Plus, this is a fairly large onion, so I'm more than happy to lose a little bit on that. Just make things a bit easier. So there's the onion. Right, 2 red chilies. These are fairly biggish ones, but it doesn't mean to say that they're any hotter because they're bigger. Usually, opposite is true. With chilies, the smaller they are, generally, in general terms, they are hotter. Obviously, the variety makes all the difference. But they're measured in Scovilles. If anyone wants to know what the Scoville scale is, so if you take 1 part chili and then 1 part water, you basically keep adding the same 1 part water, so 2 parts water, 3 parts water, 4 parts, till you can no longer taste chili, till you no longer get the effect of chili. That's called the Scoville scale. So it's actually measured in thousands and millions. So these are way down on the list. Red peppers, you know, that's virtually no heat in a red pepper. But they go down, so that's what a Scoville is. So for 1 part chili, 1 part, that's 1 on the Scoville scale. 2 is 2 parts water, etc., till you get millions, and it's hot. Right, without further ado, let's crack on. So I want some sugar. It's in my salt container, but I have got it marked sugar. And as I've got salt in the same container, I can tell the difference because this is sea salt. I said I wasn't good at chat, so I'm not going to. So I want 25 grams of sugar. Get it in there. 25 grams. This obviously, I was talking yesterday about chili and sweet. So sweet and heat actually go together. I like balance each other. So sometimes by adding more sweetness, you reduce the heat, and also gives you a nice balance. And I want 50 milliliters of, or 50 grams, which I always do, of white wine vinegar. Let's get that in there. 46, 47, 48, 50. Blob on, just what we want. Get that in there. We want a pinch of salt in there, which is good. That's good. Stick that on there. And a tin of tomatoes. I always use decent tomatoes. If you use decent product to start with, you end up with a better result at the end. So a tin of tomatoes in there. Let's get that lid on, whiz done. Fairly smooth-ish consistency. No, it still wants a bit of texture to it. So we're not blitzing the living daylights out there. So it wants a bit, like I think, if you want a pizza style, go for your own texture. But that's it. Chili sauce is doing. Right, next, quick mayonnaise. So we've got, to start with, 2 eggs. So I'm going to go get those in straight away. Now I'm using a large pot for a reason. Large. Let's have a little look at that. And that, to me, is looks fairly done. It's my chili sauce. Yep, good. Brilliant. Chili sauce done. So that's that. Back to this recipe. So 2 eggs. Get rid of that. Want some for my hands. There we go. I don't need that anymore. I need some mustard. So I'm doing 32 grams of mustard. So zero that. 32 grams. Today I'm using Dijon, but it's absolutely no problem at all if you want to use just the normal shop bought English mustard. Not English, you want the French mustard, you don't want English mustard. But if you just get like Tesco's Own or whatever, that'll be fine. So that's that one done. It's a touch over there, but I've got a touch on there, so I'm not too bothered about that. That's all. I think it's 34 grams, but no problem with that. Right, I want now 4 grams of salt. Salt for seasoning. Where we go? There we go, 3 grams. Careful with the salt, because obviously you don't want to overdo this. But it's good. And I want a few grams, about 10, 12 grams of black pepper. So I want some sugar. So did I get rid of the sugar? No, I did not. I want 5 grams of sugar in there. You're putting sugar into mayonnaise, yes. You taste most, well, the decent chop bought ones, they have a sweetness to them. And the sugar, like anything, helps to balance. There's 5 grams of sugar. Right, we want 10 grams of vinegar in there, white wine vinegar again. Reset that. And you're thinking, you don't make mayonnaise like this, do you? Well, this is it. Normally, no. Normally you don't make mayonnaise like that, and it's a long, drawn-out process. So, are we done there? Salt, sugar, vinegar. Right, I want some lemon in there. I've got some open. I'm looking for about 7 grams of lemon. Now, I'm being quite precise because I've kind of devised this recipe myself. This is my own. And I try to always, like I've said before, I try to repeat. You think, yeah, you repeat yourself all the time, Jason. I know that's a problem. Anyway, enough of that, you lot. Enough of that. And the last thing I want, well, it's not the last, but the last additive that's going in there is 40 grams of water. Now I'm going to make this and then I'm going to change it, and you're going to think, well, what are you doing that for? Well, just bear with me there. Because at the moment, this doesn't look too much like mayonnaise. 43 grams, don't worry about that. We'll, like I say, if it's a touch over or whatever, it's not going to change the world, because we are going to change this in any way. But let's get back to that. 400 grams of vegetable oil. So get that in there. And at the moment, it's not looking too great, is it? Yeah. How is this ever going to be mayonnaise? Well, we'll see. We'll see. 400 grams. The more oil you add, actually, the thicker the thing can become. So, mayonnaise. Thumbs up? Are we happy with that? Yeah, thought that. Right, and here's the magic part. Stick blender. It would be better if I wasn't stretched right across there. Let's get rid of that. Stick blender, mayonnaise, stick blender in tall container, turn on. Mayonnaise. Nice mayonnaise. There we go. So, we've got chili sauce, we've got mayonnaise, but I don't want mayonnaise. Well, what did you make mayonnaise for? Well, because to make garlic sauce, I need to start off with mayonnaise. So, mayonnaise is the base of loads of different things you can put in there. If you like some chipotle chili, have a chipotle mayonnaise. The new one is, what is it? The Korean gochujang Korean paste, which is a really nice one. It's a spicy fermented paste from Korea, which is really good. So I want my scales back. I've lost my scales. So to make it into a garlic sauce, right? All we're going to do is we're going to zero that, and we're going to add 70 grams of water, which I'm going to put slightly less because and I'm only leaving that in there just to save the mess. Slightly less, because I went slightly over on the first one. Like I said, I wasn't too bothered about that. So 68 grams in there, which is fine. That's not going to change much. 2 garlic cloves. Whack them in. 2 garlic cloves. And now, repeat. Just give it a good zhuzh up and down, because we want them garlic cloves, which they will. They'll blend in very, very quickly. There we go. And there, my friends, is one messy Jason. Not the thing to be having for breakfast. We've got garlic sauce. Now, one of the things I probably would recommend, actually, thinking about it. I mean, I've done that and I've made sure that it's fully done in there. However, what I would probably recommend to make sure, and you can make that a lot shorter task, is just use a fine microplane grater for the garlic. I'd do that. That's the fail-safe method of doing it, because you don't even have to use the whiz for that. But I would do that personally. I've just made sure there it's had a really good whiz up. But that's it. Chili sauce done. Mayonnaise made, which we've turned into garlic sauce. It's all going to be put in little pots in the fridge, all ready for my pizza at night. So there we go. You've got 3 in 1 without a load of waffle. You've had a bit, to be fair, but you couldn't expect that by now. So there we are. We'll get that pot up sorted. We've got garlic sauce, chili sauce, and if you wanted mayonnaise as well. So there we go. Bye for now.